Hello, I'm Mark Dahl, owner of Accountable Marketing. Welcome to this edition of Marketing Matters. This is the first in a series of programs discussing the development and implementation of a marketing communication campaign for your business guaranteed to deliver remarkable marketing results. The system we'll be discussing is detailed in my workbook, Your Phrase That Pays. You can get more information about the workbook at yourphrasethatpays.com. The first part of today's program will be an overview of the campaign development system I'm recommending. Then we'll be talking with Mark LaFerriere and Ryan Garrett, owners of Dents Unlimited and Tolson Glass. Often, when I tell people my business is marketing communication, they assume I'm talking about advertising. But advertising is only a small part of what we'll be discussing. Advertising is any paid form of non-personal presentation and promotion of ideas, goods, or services by an identified sponsor. That would include network TV, cable, radio, and newspaper advertising, billboards, direct mail, and the like. Marketing communication is the means by which firms attempt to inform, persuade, and remind customers, directly or indirectly, about products and brands they sell. Marketing communication includes advertising, but it also includes personal selling, public relations and publicity, direct marketing, guerrilla marketing, public speaking, networking, websites, blogging, texting, any means you can think of to communicate your sales message. Marketing is defined as the process of planning and executing the conception, pricing, promotion, and distribution of ideas, goods, and services to create exchanges that satisfy individual and organizational goals. So marketing includes the development of all of your resources, your place, people, product, or service, pricing, and promotion. Everything that makes it possible for you to deliver the consumer-desired benefit and experience you opened your business to provide. Step one in developing a marketing communication system that works is a commitment to your core ideology. Jim Collins, author of Good to Great and Built to Last, says, your core ideology tells consumers and employees, this is who we are, this is what we stand for, this is what we're all about. Your core ideology is why you're in business and, more specifically, why you chose to be in the business you're in. At some point, you had an entrepreneurial spark that caused you to think, I must start this business. I must bring this product to consumers. Inherent in your decision to open your business was the idea that you could provide a benefit to consumers they could not acquire as readily from any other source. As you continue to build and improve your business, every decision you make should improve your ability to deliver that benefit and to effectively communicate to your marketplace the fact that you do deliver the benefit better than any of your competitors. Step two in developing your marketing communication campaign is to recognize and prioritize your target markets. Herschel Lewis, one of the most respected direct response copywriters of all time, said, E squared equals zero. Lewis was saying, trying to be everything to everybody guarantees you'll be nothing of importance to anybody. In a future show, we'll discuss target marketing in detail. For the time being, think niche market. A niche market is a relatively small group of consumers who have a unique set of needs and who typically are willing to pay a premium price to the firm that specializes in meeting those needs. The idea of earning a premium price is a critical concept. Odds are you're not the only provider of your product or service in your marketplace, and it's probable you're not the lowest price provider. If you're going to succeed while charging more than your competition, you must be perceived to do a better job than any of your competitors in meeting the needs of your target market. Every element of your marketing, place, people, product, price, and promotion is critical to your success. But consumers understand it's not possible for any one company to be the best at everything. The good news is you don't need to be the best at everything. But you do need to be perceived as being the best at delivering the benefit promised by your core ideology. You must be so important to the members of your target market that when they're ready to buy what you sell, they feel as if they must buy it from you at your price to get the desired benefit. Targeting a specific market doesn't mean you have to ignore secondary markets. You can reach out to flanker markets once you've secured your position with your primary market. When you do reach out to flanker markets, it's essential you not take your primary market for granted. After all, out of sight is out of mind. Consumers have many choices when it comes to deciding from whom to buy. Creating your phrase that pays is step 3 in developing your marketing communication campaign. Your positioning statement, or phrase that pays, is the presentation of the consumer desired benefit only you are perceived to deliver in one sentence. For example, when it absolutely positively has to be there overnight is the phrase that pays that launched Federal Express. Your phrase that pays will be the focus of your marketing communication effort. A well-crafted phrase that pays is more than a slogan. It communicates in one easy-to-understand, straightforward statement, this is who we are, this is what we do, this is what we're all about. Your phrase that pays is critical to your success because, as a study from the Journal of Advertising Research reports, customers can quickly name a brand or store when asked what first comes to mind for specific bits of information, and these top-of-mind responses are associated with customers' primary brand and store choice. If you expect consumers to buy from you, you must provide them with a clear, compelling, memorable reason that matters to them to motivate them to do so. Step 4 in your campaign development is to refine your resources. Your resources are, in the order of consumer importance, according to the Harvard Business Review: place, which includes your geographic location and your physical plant; your people; product, price, and promotion. Note that price is fourth in importance to consumers. There is a sixth resource resulting from the combination of the first 5, the consumer experience. Experience may come in the form of entertainment, for example, going to the theater. But the experience consumers always require as the result of doing business with you is to know that they're respected. Consumers have options when deciding where to buy. Some of your competitors will charge less than you. Consumers that pay your premium deserve your respect. Setting specific, realistic, and measurable campaign goals is step 5. Failing to set meaningful goals before implementing your marketing communication campaign is a mistake. Business owners often have unrealistic expectations as to what the results of a marketing communications effort will be. Your marketing message must be consistent with the goal you're hoping to achieve. For example, if an advertising effort is designed to improve your brand image, and your message includes no offer, no call to action, and no reason to buy from you today, it would be unfair to measure the results of that branding effort by counting the sales it developed. Step 6 is positioning your brand image. Positioning is the process of designing a brand so that it can occupy a distinct and valued place in the target consumer's mind relative to other brands, and then communicating this distinctiveness. The distinct and valued place you want to own is first position in the mental Rolodex of your target market. Why? Reese and Trout, authors of Positioning, The Battle for Your Mind, report, history shows that the first brand into the brain, on the average, gets twice the long-term market share of the number 2 brand and twice again as much as the number 3 brand. And the relationships are not easily changed. The way you position your business is important because once consumers think they know what you're all about, that is what you're all about. It takes a great deal of money, time, and effort to reposition a business. Positioning is about differentiating yourself from your competitors in a way that matters to consumers. If you position correctly, consumers, when they're ready to buy, will think, I must buy from this company even though they charge more. Step 7 is the allocation of money and/or time for marketing communication and the scheduling of your campaign. Any marketing communication effort you make is going to take either time or money. Of course, enough of both is preferable. I suggest you allocate at least 20% of your business time and/or money to educating consumers as to why you're the best resource in your marketplace when it comes to delivering a specific benefit. You may be the absolute best at what you do, but it makes no difference if no one knows you are the best. In a future program, I'll be presenting a scheduling system that will ensure you'll reach the greatest number of consumers in your target market continuously and with effective frequency. Choosing your marketing communication vehicles is step 8. When I initially sit down with a prospective client to discuss their marketing communication, the first question many of them ask is, which medium should I use for my advertising? I have to tell them, I don't know. Determining the medium to use now would be putting the cart before the horse. I don't even know if advertising should be the focus of your marketing communication effort. Since business goes where business is invited, I suggest they continue with their current marketing communication effort and tell them that over time, we'll improve on that effort. It's difficult to know which marketing communication efforts will be most effective until we know your core ideology, identify and prioritize your target markets, determine what you want consumers to know about you, decide what the goal of the marketing communication is, and determine the amount of time and/or money available for the effort. Step 9 is the implementation of your campaign. Once you've worked through the first 8 steps, you'll have developed a plan that has a superb chance of meeting your objectives. And because you orchestrated your campaign so methodically, you'll be in an excellent position to monitor it, meaning you'll be able to make informed adjustments to your campaign if you determine you're not getting your expected results. We'll be talking about each of these 9 steps in detail in future programs. Right now, we're going to take a momentary break. When we return, we'll be talking with Mark LaFerriere and Ryan Garrett, owners of Dents Unlimited and Tolson Glass. Welcome back. With me now are Mark LaFerriere and Ryan Garrett, owners of Dents Unlimited and Tolson Glass. Their website is dentsunlimitedmidmo.com. Mark, tell me a little bit about Dents Unlimited and Tolson Glass, how long you've been in business, where you're located, and the services you provide.
You bet. Ryan and myself were servicing dealerships up in this area in early 2000s, and 2002 we made a decision to move up here after seeing that it was a pretty open market. There was not a retail paintless dent repair location. We decided it was a good place to move. We moved into a 3,000 square foot building over on Nebraska Avenue, which served us well for the first 4 years. And then in early 2006, a lot of people remember the hailstorm that hit Columbia, pretty substantial storm, provided some opportunities for us. And at the end of 06.
Hail was that big?
It was big stuff, and lots of it, yeah. Late 06, we got the opportunity to buy our current shop over on Big Bear Boulevard that we occupy now. It's 17,000 square foot, so we're talking about 5 times the size of the original shop, so a pretty big move for us. In late 2007, Carl Tolson, who owned Tolson Glass, 25-year glass business in the area, approached us, asked us if we were interested in getting in the glass business, and after researching his business and the company, seemed like a good fit for Dents Unlimited. So in January of 2008, we purchased Tolson Glass. And so now we are in our new shop with Tolson Glass. Altogether, we're doing glass repair and replacement, paint touch-up, scratch repair. We do window tinting. The main focus is paintless dent repair and minor auto body repairs. We're fixing hail damage and door dings, and then your minor accidents. We don't do structural work, but we can paint the whole side of a car, put a fender on, bumper, that type of thing. So.
Okay, excellent. Ryan, what was the entrepreneurial spark that motivated you fellas to start the business, and how did you develop the core ideology and the philosophy in which you're building your business?
Well, Mark, as Mark had said, we were coming up here servicing dealerships up here. Saw if there was no paintless dent repair companies up here. For a town the size of Columbia to not have a paintless dent repair company in the Midwest is pretty unheard of. It was a pretty rare thing. We thought it was a good opportunity. Went ahead and made the move, came up. It's been a fantastic move for us since. I think, the ideology, I think, really comes down to family. In our business, there's basically two options when it comes to paintless dent repair. That's either to hit the road and chase hail or to open a retail location. Mark, myself, both were in long-term relationships at the time, knew that these were the women that we wanted to settle down with, start families with. So the retail location was definitely what we wanted to do as opposed to chasing hail. I think our core philosophy, because of that, helped sculpt our philosophy of getting long-term customers, having a shop here that, hopefully one day we can pass on to our kids.
So you're talking about building relationships.
Building relationships with customers, long-term relationships, happy relationships.
Okay. Well, Mark, tell us a little bit about the target markets.
Our target market is pretty much anybody who loves their car. We're looking for people that take pride in ownership. We have a lot of different customer types for the different services we offer, so it's hard to narrow it down to one person. But the bottom line is we're looking for people that love their vehicles. Generally speaking, it's people with more late model vehicles that have some expendable income in their family where they can afford to fix the minor stuff and that really take pride in what they own. They make a big purchase, but they take pride in it. They want to keep it nice. They want to invest in keeping it nice. That's our target market.
Okay. Ryan, Mark mentioned love your car. Yeah. And you have a phrase that pays for Dents Unlimited and another for Tolson Glass. Yeah. What are they, and how do you develop them, and how do you incorporate them into your brand imaging?
Well, I'm glad you asked that. It's kind of a funny story. Our Dents Unlimited one, as you said, is when you love your car. It kind of happened one day early on when we had opened up here. I remember me and Mark were working on a gentleman's vehicle that had stayed, wanted to watch us do it. It was pretty hit with door dings down both sides. Mark was on one side, I'm on the other. He's watching us maybe for an hour and a half there, and he sees really how tedious the paintless dent repair process is, massaging the dent from the backside. And he's watching us. After a while, he finally says, boy, you guys must really love cars. And then, after he leaves down the road, we got to talk about that, and we said, that'd be a good slogan. That'd be a good logo for us, good motto for us, because that is, we do love cars. Yeah. And to fix dents like that, to do paintless dent repair, it is an art, and it's very tedious, and it shows that you do love cars, that you do love what you do. And that's the customer that we're after too, is someone that loves their cars, as Mark said. With Tolson, he already had his logo, seeing is believing, which obviously with glass, that works very well. The two combined, when you love your car, seeing is believing, we thought that fit very well together.
That is a good fit.
I thought it fit great. So we put that in everything. It's in all our print, all our commercials, whether it be TV, whether it be radio, print. It's in everything. It's our brand. It's what we hit home with.
And so, Ryan, how do you then? How would you state your differentiation?
Well, our differentiation, I think, is trying to be the one-stop shop for any cosmetic auto repair. We want to be the place where we have specialized individuals that do each service that we offer. So when you come in, say for instance, you come in, you want a full 3-stage sand, buff, polish, touch-up. You want to get some chips repaired in your windshield. You want to maybe get some door dings fixed. You want to get your windows tinted. It can all be done under one roof. Hopefully within a day, maybe 2 at the most. So I think our differentiation is the ease of the customer, is getting you in and getting you out quicker, because we're all under one roof, offering more services than anyone in Mid-Missouri offers. And hopefully in that respect, we've created a value for the customer. They're getting it done cheaper than if they had to, drop their car off here one day, had to drop their car off here another day, paying different overhead on each shop. It's all combined. So I think we're trying to be the one-stop shop.
Okay, all right. Mark, let's talk about your resources. How have you evolved them over time to advance the core ideology? And let's start with place. Why the Midwest? Why Columbia?
Yeah, as I was alluding to earlier, we kind of stumbled into a market that was too good to be true. We're servicing some dealerships up here, but it's pretty rare to find a market like Columbia that doesn't have a retail paintless dent repair company. And so we capitalized on that. We moved up, opened up a shop. As far as geographically, our primary business is hail repair, and we're in the middle of the hail belt. It's Kansas, it's north of here, it's south of here, it's east of here. So, when we're not having hail in the area, we do put techs on the road. So it's centrally located as far as that's concerned. Ryan and I are both from the Springfield area. So we've got families in Springfield. We're a couple hours away. That is also attractive. And, as far as Columbia itself, what a fantastic town. I mean, you've got great business here, you've got great people, you've got the students, you just got a great atmosphere with people who have nice possessions, but also who are just good people, and they've been great to us. We've really enjoyed it.
Excellent, okay. Ryan, place is also the physical plant. Tell us a little more about yours.
Well, our building, I'm assuming that you're asking about it, is something we're extremely proud of. Like Mark said, in '06, we had the big hailstorm. We were working out of the 3,000 square foot location. There was a time there in '06 where we had over 30 paintless dent repair technicians working for us, pumping out hail cars. Well, we had to have a spot for them. We ended up renting the building that we were in. We were looking to build a new building, but this one was just pretty much the perfect fit. It's, split with two large buildings with the wash bay in the middle. We were able to keep the entire body shop on one side, and then this side, we got all paintless dent repair. We got the whole glass area. We got the window tinting, which is completely separate and closed off. And we were also able to open a good customer waiting area, I think, which was really important to us, being in that one building bay over on Nebraska. We have a lot of customers that wait, a lot of customers that we're doing a door ding or we're doing a chip repair. It's not long enough to drop their car off. They want to wait for it, We have a hardwood floor, leather couches, fish tank, toys for kids. I mean, that was real important to us to have that. We did a lot of remodeling on this building. Put in all brand new lighting systems. Body shop side, we put in a brand new spray booth, downdraft, state of the art, full enclosed prep station. I mean, we put a lot of money into this building, and we're extremely proud of it. I think it's one of the nicest facilities in Mid-Missouri.
It is a beautiful building. You've done a great job over
Thank
there. Mark, people are an essential resource in your business. What's your employee philosophy, and how do you select and train your people?
We're fortunate. Ryan and I shared a pretty solid philosophy when we first came up, and that was that if we're going to have a successful long-term business, we need to take care of our employees. Keeping the same people around for the long term is going to greatly contribute to that, because you get people that you can trust, that you can rely on, that are not going to be telling you lies or doing things behind your back that can turn around and cause you problems down the road. So we're fortunate in that way. We're looking for people that love to work on cars, people that get along with similar likes, and we do have fun. We've got a good work atmosphere, and we all trust each other, and I think that's really what it's about, is trust and teamwork. You've got to trust everybody to work together for the common goal to make your customer leave happy so they come back, and that's the idea. Have them come back, have them tell their friends and family.
Okay, we were talking about the sixth entity earlier when I was making the presentation about the experience. And that result of the product and the pricing and the promotion and the whole thing. What consumer experience are you looking to deliver, and how do you generate employee buy-in to deliver that experience?
I think it's a start to finish process. I think if you go into a sale thinking, I've got to impress up front, but you don't deliver at the end, you're not going to keep that customer. And so what we really try to do is demonstrate value without any kind of quality sacrifice. In other words, give them a good price, explain the process. Customers want to hear, how's my car going to be fixed? What are you going to do to fix it? Explain that process, show them how you're saving them a little bit of money doing it, show them that value, but not sacrificing that quality. And then ultimately, you want that customer to pick up the vehicle with the same feelings. They have to come pick it up, be treated respectfully. If there's any problem that they notice or something that might have been overlooked, you have to address that. You have to keep them happy, where when they leave, they feel like, this person really cared about me, I got a good deal, and everything's great. And then you tie that in with your employees. If you've got turnaround and a new guy starting every week, you're not going to deliver that experience. You're not going to have the people that care about the business the way your long-term employees that you keep around do. So.
Ryan, you guys were talking about the various services that you offer. How do you decide when to add a service?
Well, I think first and foremost, mastering each service was what's most important to us. When me and Mark moved up here, we were both Vail certified master technicians in paintless dent repair, both with a background in paint touch-up. So obviously that's a no-brainer. That's what we're going to do right off the bat. That kind of grew into doing minor bumper repairs, doing spot repairs, getting in a little more into the collision, which is, you know, in the 8 years now, we've grown into doing the state-of-the-art auto body facility that we have now, where we're shooting PPG's Enviro-based waterborne paints, top-of-the-line paint. It's one of the first ones in mid-Missouri shooting a waterborne paint. It's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Our glass guy, Gary DeLue, he's been 21 years experience in glass repair. I mean, you're hard to find anyone that has more experience than Gary does in glass. You know, our window tinter, 3 years experience, does a phenomenal job. So I think, you know, mastering each skill before we added a new one is what was most important to us.
Okay, all right. Mark, how do you decide to allocate time and money to your marketing effort?
Oh, I mean, we do a lot of different methods. I'd say in the beginning, really, Mark, there wasn't a lot of formula there. Ryan and I tend to like people, and we like advertising, and we had a tendency to say yes to everybody that walked in the door. Unfortunately, whenever you sit down and put the numbers together, we realized we were spending about twice what we thought we were spending, and wondering where all our money was going. So, you know, we had to look at something different, and what we really did is we sat down and we said, okay, if we fix our budget, how are we going to get that same bang for the buck? And what we've realized is that face-to-face marketing plays a huge role in that. And so we try to fill that money gap where maybe we're not spending quite as much money with that face-to-face time. We look now at any customer time we have as advertising. When we're looking at a vehicle and we're bidding the vehicle, we're selling the job, but we're selling ourselves, we're selling the experience. And that is all advertising. The overall customer experience is what leads to that.
We've got about a minute left here, so you were talking about the community a minute ago. Tell us anything you'd like to share with us as we conclude here.
Gosh, I mean, bottom line, Mark, is we're just really thrilled to be here. We know without a shadow of a doubt we made the right move to come to Columbia. We've been warmly received here by our customers. We are fortunate to have a great referral business. We're dealing with people that are good people. You know, Columbia is a great town as far as a family town. It's a place where we can raise our families, and we know that our kids are going to go to a good school, and they're going to have the best chance of being successful in life. And, you know, we plan to retire here. We're just fortunate. We owe a lot to this town, and we're very thankful for what it's given us, and we intend to keep trying our best to keep everybody happy.
I appreciate that. My thanks to Mark LaFerriere and Ryan Garrett. Be sure to thank you. Be sure to tune in for the next program. We'll be talking about the first step in creating your marketing communication plan, and that's developing your core ideology. And we'll also discuss a methodology that will help you determine your total gross sales potential in the marketplace. Thank you very much, and stay tuned for the next edition of Marketing Matters.